Angela, can you tell me about Ellen and her Barbie dolls?
Yes, we used to have trouble on a morning, on an afternoon. I used to take her up to nursery and she'd got to have these Barbie dolls. Sometimes she'd have 3, 4 in each hand. I don't know how she used to do it. I couldn't hold 4 in each hand, but she used to be able to. And if she dropped one, she'd have on way to school. And also little Playmobil dolls. She used to like them. When she got to school then, she'd have to have Playmobil dolls in her hand, if she didn't have a Barbie doll. And it got to say it was just cutting down on a play. She couldn't play with anything because she'd got walking around with these in her hand. And if she dropped one, then there was a tantrum. So we tried to get it less, and I tried to get her to leave them behind here, but it just didn't work. Anyway, we found this system. We made her a little bag, a special bag, a sleeping bag we called it. And so when we got to nursery, we used to put the dolls in the bag. Babies go to sleep now, Ellen go play. Babies go, and we kept saying, babies go to sleep in the sleeping bag, Ellen go play. And she got used to putting them in this bag, and she knew that they were there when she went home, so she were okay with that. And then gradually so she would leave them behind at home. And then now, if we go to school, we don't need the bag anymore because she never gets that far. Sometimes she'll have one in her hand. I don't even have to say no toys to school, because we used to get to dawn and say no toys to school, she'd drop them. And then I don't even have to do that now. She can actually take them to school, but I don't even have to say anything, and she'll put them under the buggy or she'll give them to me to bring back home. She don't go anything near school with a toy. She's just sort of past it because she knows it's going to be there when she comes out.
Rowena, have you had any particular difficulties with Daniel and obsessions?
Yes, we have, yes. Daniel he's very keen to watch his Thomas video over and over again. And also another obsession we had was building bridges. Daniel used to build bridge after bridge after bridge with using video cases. So what we thought was, we thought we really ought to try and limit the time he spent on doing these things for his benefit and for ours as well, for our sanity really. So what we did was, this was actually my husband's idea, Frank's idea, was we bought some big large clocks for each room in the house. Child-friendly clocks, Winnie the Pooh ones, and they had big numbers all the way around, so Daniel could see the numbers all the way around. And what we did, we said to Daniel, you can do such and such activity until the big hand reaches a certain number on the clocks. Obviously he couldn't tell the time, but he could see when the big hand reaches a certain number. He was a bit anxious at first, but he soon got used to the idea, no problem, and he took to it, he really did. And now it works perfectly, so we can limit his time on a certain obsession, and also it's useful for other sorts of things. For instance, when Frank and I want to watch our programme on television, we say to Daniel, Mummy and Daddy watching, say, the news until the big hand reaches so and so, and it works perfectly. So it's been a very good buy. I'll just say other things to try and limit obsessions. I know we have to let Daniel do certain of his obsessions, but we've also actually tried to broaden his interests. For instance, I've taken him out to buy plants for the garden, and he's really interested in gardening now. We've taken him to zoos, and we've taken him to the Inn Deep Centre at Hull to look at the sharks. So we try to broaden his interests so he doesn't get so narrow-minded on his obsessions.
Was there a particular word or phrase that you used when you were trying to move him from one activity to another?
Yes, we used to say, right Daniel, finish now, and he knew that that was finished, what we were doing then was finished, and we'd go on to something else. We got that from the Early Bird programme, and it worked brilliantly with Daniel. I use it quite a lot now. We finished this, and we're going to something else. You know, if I want to go out and he's playing with his toys, I say, Daniel, finish now, we're going out. And he knows, and it's no fuss, no tantrum.